strange blue world. What are your plans for me? Oh, I've been traveling so long across the galaxy. Hello, you strange blue world.
Hi everyone, my name is Medea Kalantar and I'm the author of the HoneyCake book series. And I'm here with my wonderful friend Natalie, who's also a wonderful author for beautiful children's books. Natalie, say hello.
Hello, this is my book, and I'm on the other side of the world, whereas my friend Medea is in Canada, and I'm on the other side of the Atlantic in sunny, believe it or not, England, in the north.
That's fantastic. You know, Natalie and I actually met on Twitter and in the writing community. And, you know, it felt like the universe was pushing us together because all of our friends were buying our books and having pictures and tagging us. And we're like, you know what? We both have the same exact core values of what our books and messages are all about. We're here to inspire, we're here to empower, we're here to educate and also entertain children and families with our valuable lessons in our books. And we decided to do a reading together, and I'm so excited that we're here together. And today is Natalie's launch day of her new hardcover book. Woohoo! Woohoo!
It's a flip book.
It's a flip book. So I'm so excited to be here with you, Nat. And did you want to start off with reading your book?
Okay, well, yes, I would like to do that. This is my hardback copy here. And I'll just read half of my book because the unusual thing about my book is it has two sides to a story. So it actually has two stories in one. So first we look through the children's eyes and see what they think about their mummy doing everyday sort of tasks and activities, but exaggerating it out of all proportion and seeing things through their little, you know, vision, their field of vision at that moment. But when we get to the middle, it poses the question, what does mummy have to say about this? And then we get to flip it over. And then we go on to My Children Are Monsters. And that's when we hear what mummy has to say about the very same scenarios. So it's quite funny in that way. But I'm just going to read from my point of view, which is the only point of view as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to read from the back cover, where you can see the barcode at the back, which is called My Children Are Monsters. And here we go. My children are monsters, but no one can see, and nobody knows except Daddy and me. I told Gran, but she said she already knew. So now we think Granny must see monsters too. No one else knows because monsters can hide, and even sweet children have monsters inside. There are lots of ways worried parents can tell if their little angels are monsters as well. Okay. Just after breakfast, my monster kids strike. See, brushing their fur is not something they like. They scream and they shout like a Halloween ghost and tell me it's Granny who they love the most. When I'm late for work, oh, here we go. I'm going too fast as usual. When I'm late for work and in such a big rush, they shriek at the toothpaste I put on their brush, the same one they use every day at the sink. This morning, my monsters kick up a stink. I'm tired, but we go to the park after school. They won't carry their bags, and they tell me I'm cruel. Walking like zombies, they moan the whole way. So when we get there, there's no time left to play. I'm weak and I'm hungry, but there's no time to stop. There's so many things the kids need from the shop. Safe in the trolley, my monster kids sit. And then they take out my veg and they pound me with it. My monsters are dirty. I fill up the tub. I soap them in lovely warm water and scrub. But what do I hear? Monster shrieks, monster cries, 'cause water is gone in their big monstrous eyes. But then when I put them to bed of a night and wrap them up snugly and turn down their light and kiss them as they lay curled up in a ball,
Here we go.
then I wonder if my kids are monsters at all.
Aw,
Thank you very much for your
that's
demonstration.
lovely.
Medea. Thank you.
This is such a sweet story. Look at this. And then it continues on the children's perspective.
It does.
I love it. It's like 2 books in one. It's
It is.
fabulous. But
Oh,
the same day, but with different sides of perspective from the mommy and the children's side. And I just love that.
oh, thank you.
Illustrations are fantastic. You know, the messaging is beautiful.
I think that's what I like so much about us working together, because a lot of the things we do are very similar. Like in Medea's book, she has an extra layer, an added layer there, a value. So the whole HoneyCake thing is to have a value there hidden and something to learn, something about family, something about connectedness, something about being together, you know, something that you feel like you've been gifted at the end of the book. And I feel that's where we're so similar, because at the end of it, you're coming away with a good narrative and a good yarn. So you've got your money's worth, but you've also been left with a gift. And that's how I feel about this. And so now we go into Medea's book, and you'll see what we...
Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. I just want to start off with why the series is called HoneyCake. So just let me explain the reason for it. So HoneyCake is a terminology that I came up with when I learned that I was becoming a grandmother. Because I'm from Georgia, my husband's Persian, but my grandson, he's also a mix of Guyanese and Jamaican, because my son-in-law is Guyanese and Jamaican. So a honeycake is a metaphor for a person with a whole bunch of mix of ethnicities, and that's what that term means. And that's where the series came from. And each one has its own beautiful metaphor, its own lesson to learn. But the major part of the story is that no matter where you come from, what color your skin is, we're all one race, and that's the human race. And this book right here just got launched on May. It's called The Circle of Trust. So I think it's so important that we build this trust with our children from an early age, to build that foundation where they have that safety net, that they can come to us and talk to us about anything. And they never have fear of being judged or being worried or being scrutinized. And if we built that trust from a beginning age when they're little, by the time they're adolescents and they have more serious topics, they have that trust that they can come to their family and speak to them. And that's what this is all about.
Brilliant.
And I'll start with a little bit of the read for you.
Beautiful.
So Nala sat at her desk drawing. Snap! The tip of her colored pencil broke off. Oh no, she said to herself. I don't remember where I put my pencil sharpener. She scratched her head, thinking what to do next. Nala sat up. I know what to do. I will go into Papa's office downstairs and borrow a pencil sharpener from his drawer. Nala raced downstairs and opened the office door. She searched through all the drawers looking for a pencil sharpener. Suddenly, her elbow knocked something hard and cold. Crash! Papa's favorite mug broke into pieces and scattered across the floor. Nala felt scared. She didn't know what to do, but she remembered her mama always telling her never to touch broken glass because it could cut her badly. Nala ran upstairs and slammed her bedroom door. Her tummy hurt. Her hands and forehead turned sweaty. Is everything okay, sweetie? Nala heard Papa calling to her. Yes, I'm okay, said Nala. Mama and Papa walked into Nala's room. Are you sure you're okay, they asked. I have a tummy ache. I'm sorry you aren't feeling well, Nala, said Papa. Hey, I bought some new blocks. Why don't you come downstairs so we can build a tower together? Maybe you will feel better. Nala and her parents headed down into the family room together. They built the tower one block at a time until the tower was tall as Nala. Wow, that sure took a long time to build this tower, said Papa. Nala wiped her forehead. Yep, that sure was a lot of work. Papa bumped into the tower, and all the blocks tumbled down. Ker-plunk! Oh no, Papa! All of our hard work has gone to waste, said Nala. Come sit down on the ground next to me near Mama, Papa said. You see how long it took us to build that tower piece by piece, but how quickly it got destroyed by one simple action? Nala nodded. Well, building trust and being honest takes a long time and a lot of hard work to build, just like that tower, said Papa. It's really important that you're honest with us and never hide anything, or our trust will be as strong and not weak like that tower. That's right, sweetie, said Mama. We want you to know you can always come to us at any time and talk to us about anything. We will never get angry or upset with you as long as you're honest and tell the truth. Papa and Mama each took one of Nala's hands and Red took each other's hands to create a circle. You see the circle, Nala, said Papa? This is our circle of trust. It means you can come and talk to us about anything, and we can come and talk to you too. It's very important that you always have an open and honest communication, truthful about our feelings, and talk openly if something ever goes wrong, said Papa. It's also very important not to take things without asking or hide things if something goes wrong, said Mama. We love you very much, Nala, said Papa. We always have our circle of trust, so you can talk about anything that's bothering you. Do you understand, sweetie? Yes, Papa, said Nala. I understand. Nala's parents gave her a big bear hug and a kiss on the forehead. So the rest of the story continues on because it keeps going, so a few more pages. And it's just Nala then realizing what her parents had just taught her. And then she remembers that, oh, she went to borrow a pencil sharpener and she broke Papa's glass. And then she went and talked to her parents. And, that's when the lesson comes together, because what the whole point of this message is that children shouldn't feel afraid to come to you. They should feel that security of trust. And it's also showing that it's a pivotal message on both sides, that they're also saying that we can come to you and talk to you as well. So it's opening that communication with both sides of the family. So it's not children coming only to the parents, but the parents can also come to the children. And the end of the book, it says, with the circle of trust, there is no beginning and no end, which signifies that our love for one another is endless and will last forever. And that's what a metaphor of a circle is, that there is no beginning and end, and just showing what unconditional love means. And that's the story of HoneyCake, the circle of trust.
And there's a little circle of trust on every page. Don't think I didn't notice. There's a little eternity little line here, like a figure of 8. So I love it. Beautiful.
Yes, thank you. So if you want to read more about our books, because we read half of the books to you, you can go to Amazon, Indigo, Barnes & Noble for me. How about you, Natalie? Where can you find your books?
So although you can go to Amazon and get the paperback versions, if you go to my central hub and go to www.lollipoplodge.net/store, because from there are lots of other things as well. So you can download lots of monstrous activities, like you can get making some monster masks, and there's colouring in and lots of other things. There's bookmarks and monster menus and comprehension exercises. So if you head there, and also us indie authors get the traffic first, which is great for business. So yes, if you could check out our sites, that would be brilliant. Like and share.
Absolutely. And plus, like, mine is also honeycakebooks.com, and Twitter, Instagram, Facebook is all at HoneyCake Books. You can follow us. And the other thing is, please, that once you do purchase our wonderful books, please leave a review for us, because that's a way of supporting authors, because we're both indie authors. We're both independently published, and we put all our love and energy into getting these wonderful messages out to you and your family. So if you could support us with a review, that'd be wonderful. And spread the love. These are great messages for all children and all families from all walks of life. And, what a great way to share stories is by having a family experience together and learn valuable lessons.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You're so wonderful. Bye, my honey kids. I love you.
And make it